everybody. I'm John.
And I'm Matthew.
And today we're going over an article called Begpackers. And you'll be like, John, didn't you read Backpackers wrong? I did not. But before we kind of get into what I mean by Begpacker, we are going to go over a couple questions. When was the last time a stranger asked you for money?
Well, I was just in America last month, so it happened a few times while I was there, which is a very common occurrence, especially in the Los Angeles area. Yeah, it happens there. What about you?
For me, oh man, I don't know if a stranger has ever asked me for money outside of the US. But last time must have been, I would say before I came to Korea about 6 years ago.
Okay.
Directly asked me. Now there have been people on the side of the road who are, like holding out something, but it's not like a direct question. It's more like, exactly.
Suggesting to you to place money in their container.
So are we including people who want tips in restaurants?
Oh, that's a good question. Have you ever had to pay someone a tip in a restaurant in Korea?
Recently, I went to Vietnam, and they are there's a couple people who are a little bit like, little something.
Okay.
So I
gesture.
felt a little pressure to give a couple extra bucks.
Okay.
Their way. But yeah, that's the last time a stranger asked me for cash. Have you ever given money to an actual person asking for it, who maybe like what we would call a beggar?
Sure, yeah, I have.
Okay.
It really depends on if I have cash on me. Sometimes I don't. Actually, most of the time I don't.
Yeah.
So if I do have cash and I'm feeling generous, or I feel like maybe they look pretty hard up, then sure, I'll give them some cash. Yeah. What about
There's
you?
that whole like, I don't have money on me, and then they'll, there's an ATM just around the corner.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, it's a bit
That's
much.
a bit much. Yeah, I feel like I would say, okay, I'll go, and then
I'll go. Stay here. I'll go.
Yeah.
Or maybe they whip out an iPhone with the little pay device.
That would be better.
Like, don't worry, I take card too.
I do a Kakao Pay. Sure, that's a neat.
Yeah,
just a couple.
beep beep. Okay, thank you.
Ochanan or something.
Wow.
I'll do that.
Jeez. Well, we are talking about beggars, which is a pretty big clue of what we're going to be talking about next, but we just have to think about that packer part. So why don't you go ahead and read the summary of the article or the whole thing if you have time, and we'll see you in the next section.
Begpackers. It can be exciting to visit an exotic country and get off the beaten path, but some travelers fund their trips by asking locals for money. This is called begpacking, and many people criticize it. Begpackers often have plenty of money, possibly more than the people who are donating to them. You could also say that they are abusing their status as foreigners without benefiting the countries they visit. Most importantly, they are getting money that could have been given to genuinely needy people.